The game was a killer, was it not?
It was brilliant. Like, that is as good as we played at that stadium since the opener against the Tigers in 2019.
Yeah.
You know, we almost racked up a half century again.
I know.
You know,
it was pretty good. I mean, we were at that one as well, and between the two, I don't know, they're different because, the Tigers game, it was the first time we were ever, at the stadium. So you had your first on the weekend, and it was pretty good. You timed it well.
I think I did. I was nervous. I mean, we said here last week.
Yeah.
Parramatta's good at dropping off after big games, and that's what I was worried about.
I was worried about the ambush, the St. George ambushed us last year, so I was a bit worried about that. But anyway, we got away with it. We got away with it convincingly.
We very much got away with it. I mean, it was 12-8 at half time, and it was anyone's game at that point. I think the worst thing that happened to the Dragons was half time.
All right, mate. Have you had a look at Team List Tuesday?
I've had a quick peruse, mate, but run me through it.
There's some scratchy heads in there again. But anyway, we'll get to that. Let's go through the team as we go to number 1, Clint Gutherson, as always. 2, Wonga Blake had a fantastic game. 3, Will Penasini. 4, Tom Opacek. 5 is Bailey Simonson. 6, Dill Bags, just getting better and better every week, Dill Bags. 7, Mitchell Moses. It's getting better and better, to be fair, as well. 8, Regan Campbell Gillard. 9, Reed Money. Let's just say everyone's getting better and better, all of these guys. 10, Junior Paulo. 11, Sean Lane is back. He's obviously recovered from his hammy, which is good news. Yeah. 12, Isaiah Papali'i. 13 is Nathan Brown. Interchange bench, 14, Makahishi Makatoa. 15, Ryan Mattison is, he wasn't out injured. Well, no, he was starting last week, so he's back onto the bench. 16, Oregon Kafusi, and 17, making his debut for the club is Mitch Rain, and that is the top 17. I suppose the big one is Mitch Rain. Bryce Cartwright and Wiramu Greg have been dropped because they had such horrible games. They really let the team down on the weekend, didn't they, with those... What have you got to do to get this team?
how dare Bryce Cartwright threw one of the greatest flick pass behind the ball basketball passes you've ever seen in your life?
I don't think I'm being overly dramatic here by saying it was the greatest pass ever. I mean, he was midair, got it with his left into his right, flick pass to an unmarked man. Like, the pass was just too good for the opposition who runs in to score. People comparing it, just to compare it with the Benji try, the Benji flick pass, but it was better. I mean, Benji might have been running faster. He was at full tilt, but Bryce was in the air, and he switched hands and flicked. I mean, Benji grand final, so, you take that into consideration. But I'm going to go on record and say Bryce's was better. So what
you
else?
Posted the video on our Parramatta's Facebook page. You actually slowed
I had to slow it down. Yeah, I actually got the video and I slowed it down just for myself because I'm like, what? I thought, I can't see exactly what's happening, even at slow speed. So I put it in the video editing system and I slowed it down and I went, wow, it was quite incredible what he did.
And it's still just as spectacular in frame by frame.
It was.
You're right.
I was thinking they have this optional extra you can, for $90, you can get this extra program that'll smooth out the frame by frame and make it, and I'm like, will I pay the extra $90 just to get the slow motion video? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna get killed if I do that. So the family budget doesn't stretch that far. But why has he been dropped? He's not injured.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion Mitch Rain might not last in that 17 jumper the week.
You reckon he's going to...
Unless Reed has picked up an injury that we don't know about, or he's planning on genuinely resting Reed Marnie for the last 20 minutes of this Titans game, depending on how we're going.
Yeah.
I don't see the value of Mitch Rain being there.
Like, let's go back to, like, Bryce used to be a Titan. Oh, but then again, maybe Mitch did as well. Maybe it was in the contract.
Yeah,
maybe he said, look, I'll sign with you guys, but I have to play the Titans. If that's the case, then fair enough.
He wasn't there round one. But
was Bryce? Bryce wasn't.
No, neither.
And neither of them got a shot at him. Look, if the goal is to get Mitch Rain some time with the first grade team, if we come to the end of the year, like last year, we keep saying, if we had Reed, we could have gone all the way last year if we had Reed. So we need Mitch to be used to the players, be used to the team. He does need to play with the first grade team every now and again. So if that's the purpose, is to bring him on and run him at hooker for 20 minutes and give Reed a break, fair enough. That's the goal. But if he just sits him on the bench for 80 minutes, doesn't give him a run, he misses out on playing in New South Wales Cup, his fitness levels drop. He's not an impact player. Like, he's not going to come on and do what Bryce Cartwright did. No. And the same for Warren Greg. The only thing Greggy did was play the ball sideways, which was that's when you learn. When you're leading by 40, 30 points, that's when you make your silly mistakes, and that's when you learn. Why gets dropped?
I think we're going to play a lot better this time. I don't think this game is going to be close. I think we blow the Titans out of the water too. But what if this game, or what if we don't? What if this game's close again? Another to the wire like it was in round one, because the Titans are at home this time, so they got motivation. But what if it's close again, and we get the Jake Arthur situation where it's like, where do you put him? Like, when do you bring him on? When do you pull Reed off? You pull Reed off and we're either trailing or we're leading by a small margin and there's not much time left.
Yeah.
Brad Arthur's going to have to make that decision. When do you put Mitch on? Because unless we're doing what we did this weekend just gone and we're leading by 36, 38 points, is Brad going to be able to pull the trigger? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. It is a little bit of a, scratch your head. I mean, the other one's not so much. I mean, I think maybe Ryan Madison needs a bit of a break. I mean, I know he has a lot of time off, but he did cop another whack to the head. Why he isn't wearing headgear is beyond me. I mean, I would enforce headgear, because he got a hit to the side of the head and he seemed to go out for a split second and then came to. I mean, the more hits you get, the more prone you are to going out. So,
it's like having the old glass jaw as an MMA fighter.
100%. Yeah, the old chocolate L's.
One too many. 1 minute you're taking bombs from Vanderlei Silver, and the next you're getting knocked out by a Rich Franklin jab. And
I know.
That's all she wrote, eh?
It was painful to watch. Painful. Getting knocked out by Tito. A 40-year-old Tito. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty happy with the team. I'm just curious how he's going to use Mitch Rain. So
I think he'll be keeping an eye on Reed Marnie during training, because I think he's picked up a knock.
Yeah.
And I think if Reed makes it through training okay, I think we see Mitch Rain dropped off an hour before kickoff, and he puts Brycey back on that bench.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is maybe he's worried that Bryce is going to look too good, and then he won't be able to bring Jake Arthur back into the team in a couple of weeks. So maybe that's the problem.
Please don't say that. I am hanging out so bad for Marata Niakore's calf to get better.
When is he? He's not even on the injury list. So you look at the injury list, he's not even there. I don't know what's.
He was named at 23. He was named on our extended.
Oh, is he?
And so
he's too.
So was Jake. So was Jake.
Jake's 22. Oh, does that mean that they're? Oh, you did right. Does that mean that they're good to go?
They're off the injured list, but they're not ready to go. I think that means we won't see either of them. Jake's still got. I mean, I don't know what. I think it's keyhole surgery for appendicitis now, but
Yeah.
I assume he'd be nursing some stitches in any case. I mean, he wouldn't be ready to go yet, would he?
Not ready to get a full impact tackle to the body. I mean, with that internal
Yeah.
bleeding. Yeah, but why wouldn't you give Sean Lehner another week off? I mean, he only pulled up injured. He tore his hammy. Like, he didn't do a full tear, obviously, because he's back. But why wouldn't you give him a couple of weeks just to stretch it out? I mean,
Maybe it was I guess it wasn't a complete tear then, was it?
No.
I heard complete tear. Like, the first rumor was, it's a complete tear. He's going to miss 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And now he's like straight back in the starting squad. So maybe it was more minor than they initially thought, which is good news.
It is good news.
But if they're worried about it, why not bring him off the bench and let him do limited minutes?
Yeah.
Is it because do you think maybe the wear and tear of being an 80-minute player when he's not really an 80-minute player
what have we been
starting
saying
to get to him?
What have we been saying? I mean, that charge down, he might have torn his hammy going for the charge down against Melbourne. For all we know, I mean, he had to stretch.
He very well may have. We'll never know. But
he was gone for all money. So I don't know. Let's have a quick chat about Dylan Brown. I mean, what's going on? He's just become a marquee player overnight. I mean, I saw a stat that said that he only scored 3 tries last year, and he's already scored 3 tries in 4 games. So
this is the Dylan Brown we wanted.
It is and it isn't. I mean, because this was what I was saying before. I very much see him as a gun for hire, and he will go, whoever shows him the most money, he's got show me the money written all over him. He's a young, brash kid. That's what we love about him. And, at the moment he's playing for us. But I think as soon as someone comes along with an $850,000 offer to him, he's gone. And I think he saw the Iceman get the offer, Reed get the offer, and he just went, oh, hang on a second, where's my bloody offer? So
how long did we extend him till? End of next year?
1 year, yeah. So we've got him until is it the end of next year or is it? Yeah, and it said 24.
I think it's the end of. Okay, so okay.
Yeah,
the end of 24. That's all right, but
yeah.
I
don't know. I don't know on that one. I don't know if it's the end of 23, end of 24. We got him till.
I mean, we knew he was a prodigy coming into the team, and now we get to see that he's beginning to fulfill his prodigal talent.
Yes, he is the chosen one.
Unfortunately, that will mean we lose him to All Blacks Rugby Union at some point when they're
Bulldogs or
the Tigers, because they'll be the only club left with money.
Or he might be going up to Redcliffe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's rumours they're signing Munster now, and apparently Bennett was down on the weekend talking to Ponga, and old Andrew Johns was not happy about that at all. Mid-season coaching, being allowed to do it 12 months. So, and Bennett's got to put this team together. So it's going to be curious to see which way he goes. With Dylan, once again, we keep saying like this is our best chance this year to win. We need him firing. He's hitting red hot form. He's running. Geez, he's fast, over 20 meters. I mean, that step, he almost snapped his bloody ankle. That's what happened to Ray Stone. He did a Ray Stone step, but his ankles were better than Ray's. So
only slightly.
Mitch just goes on leaps and bounds. Mitch is just getting better and better. I don't know if it's because Stillbags is getting better that he keeps one-upping his game. But when you actually see him...
That's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing at all. And Mitch had that leg padded, and we were having a discussion about it because it didn't look like it was strapped. It looked like it was padded. Like he's worried about it getting hit. So I think that's that cork. And he was like, if they target my leg, the cork's going to get worse.
That's his kicking leg too. So
yeah, it is
he's trying not to get his right leg corked, I guess.
Yeah, I thought the left leg got corked, but I only got the try anyway. Those two, Gutho's still just in cruise mode. To be fair, he's doing everything he needs to do. He's very solid at the back. He's defensively. We were better this week, but we had. Yeah, we were. What was our possession rate? So we didn't, couldn't miss tackles because they didn't have the ball. I think we still missed 27 tackles, I think it was. So
yeah, there was only one mismatch across the whole park, and that was Moses Sully on Will Panasini, but
yeah,
we eventually managed to shut that down. I think he did get a try in the end over
yeah.
Will, but Will also got that good line break on him and fed it to Gutho for that try in the
He
second half.
did, yeah. He got revenge.
Essentially shut the gate. So
you could see Will was like trying to find out where to hit him. He like went low, he went high. I think he ended up just deciding I'll just chop him in the middle, and I'm going to need help with this guy. He's a big unit when you actually see him. So I thought Will did really well. Tom Opacek, solid as. DZ was.
Yeah, he's been real. We were, we've always got question marks over him. Right.
Well, he's not as flashy as the other players, and he doesn't seem to have the skill levels or the size of a lot of the centers, but he's just solid. He's a rock solid player, And,
he's workmanlike out there, isn't he? He just gets through his job, and he's defensively pretty good. He's offensively he was popping up around the ball when he needed to.
Yeah,
he was helping with these half chances that turned into full chances.
Yeah,
he did his job. I was happy with Tom.
And I go back to my original statement in round one. Wonga Blake is a winger. And I've been saying it all year. But then he started dropping those bombs, and I thought, oh, hang on, maybe I got this one wrong. But we said if he just spends a bit of time under the bombs, I mean, he didn't have to defuse too many, but geez, he's an attacking footballer. And to watch him run, he's brilliant. He's full of heart, full of energy. He's the winger. So what do you do when Sivo comes back? I mean, do you stick Wonga? Or do you shuffle him do you stick him on the other side? And at the moment he's playing better than Bailey. So do you stick him on the other side, or do you stick him back into the centres?
Do you keep Tom in the first grade school? Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the option. I mean, Wonga already come out and said, and I think Brad Arthur said it in the press conference after the game. He's like, I'm happy to go back to centre when Mike is back.
Not only happy to, he wants to. So
I think the question answers itself.
It does.
If I had it my way, and it's not a knock against Bailey Simonson, but
Bailey's finding his way. Bailey's finding his way. I think he does a lot of good things. I think Mitch stole that try of the year off him. but Mitch read it better. He just came in off the flick pass, and but Bailey was out there ready for it. But
if I had it my way, I'd have Wonga on one wing and Sivo on the other wing, and I'd have Panasini and Niokore as my centres. But I'm not Brad Arthur.
No, I'd have that too. Where would you stick Simonson there?
I think Simonson goes to Cup, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it's not even a knock against him.
He's just not at that level of the other players at the moment.
Yeah.
He's still a first-grade footballer.
We didn't realise how good of a winger Wonga Blake is. And now that we realise how good of a winger he can be, I sort of want him to stay there.
He's so fast. I love having fast wingers. I like having Sivo from 10 metres out. You pass it to him and he'll bulldoze his way over. But Wonga can do a length of the field try, as we saw. He stole the ball and he took off. And
he did.
His stride is something to see. Like him running in open is it's really something to see. I don't know what we're doing with Ramu Greg. I suppose the plan is just to keep giving him 10-minute spots, 10, 15-minute spots. Just keep him in the picture. When Murata comes back, it is going to be interesting. I think that RCG had another great game. What are your thoughts on Reid Marnie's game?
Yeah, brilliant. Outstanding. He was everywhere again.
He really was, wasn't he? He was
everywhere in attack. He was good in defense. He was just having a good night out.
He was hugging the supporters. He was doing it all. I mean, why is he going to the Bulldogs? We say it every week. I mean, surely there's a clause to get him out of that stupid contract. I mean, they got flogged 48-0 and he wants to go join that club. I don't want him to regret it. He's a nice kid, but I suppose we can buy him back. I don't know. I don't like doing that.
How long's his Bulldogs contract?
4 years.
oh, we get him back and he's like 26. You know, hookers get better with age too. So
They do.
we'll get him back right when he's like the prodigal, like Cameron Smith level Origin representative, Kangaroos representative. We'll get him back at the peak of his powers when he's even better than he is now.
We're gonna have to pay. We're gonna have to pay for him to get him back.
He'll be $1 million player by then, but hey.
Yeah. Iceman, I think he was solid. He didn't do anything too over the top. Same with Nathan Brown. It's so good having Nathan Brown back. He makes a huge difference to the team. The forwards just follow him. You know, they follow his lead. I know Junior's, you know, the co-captain, but Nathan Brown to me is the captain of the forwards. So when he's on song,
we are a lot straighter when he's on the field. You can tell.
We seem to have a bit more aggro too. He does bring that aggro that I like. You've got to have the forwards have got to have that little, like Reg brings it as well. Like, you know, when you're at the ground and you hear Reg hit someone, geez, it sounds violent. Like it just sounds painful. You can hear it a mile away. So
I like that Nathan Brown's like, he's aggressive, but he's got controlled aggression now.
Yeah.
He's not, I don't think he's taken everyone's head off this year yet. So
give him time. He's only played a few games. He didn't play the first few.
Let him build up. What was it? Is it Gus Gold's quote? 2 forwards on the bench, 2 forwards on the park, and 2 forwards in suspension.
That's it. You've always got to have the
2. We're waiting. We're waiting, Nathan. We know it's coming.
What did the Titans do on the weekend? I can't remember who they played. You remember who they played?
I can't remember either. They're my second team as well.
Yeah. I can't remember who they played.
I can't remember who they played.
I'm trying to work out if they're coming off a loss or not. I'll look it up as we.
I think they are. Who did they play?
Oh, I'll have a look.
Literally drawing a blank. Yeah.
Well, it'll be good when we get. What do you think about Hayes Perham? I mean, how do we get him in the team? I think he's a real talent.
He is a real talent. He might have to wait till Origin time to get a sniff. I'm more worried about getting Murata Niokore back in the squad, to be honest. I want him on the bench. We need him. We need him back.
Titans beat the Tigers 8-6 with that. Remember that goal, that try? Was that game. Yeah, that was that game. So that was Thursday. So they're fresh. They are fresh. 8-6. It should have beaten the Titans by more than 2 points.
Wow, I thought that was man, that seems so long ago.
That was round 4. Yeah.
I watched that game. It was the worst game of rugby league. No wonder I don't remember it. It was
same. We were messaging each other going, this is the worst game I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Makes me glad to not be a Tigers supporter. Imagine having to sit through that and then lose in the final minute.
And then lose. Man. Sit through the worst game to watch ever and then lose. So they're not looking too hot. That
wasn't memorable. No.
Yeah, both of us forgot. Both of us like, what the Titans? Who did they play on the weekend? We've both forgotten.
That's how bad that game was. I don't remember it.
Yeah, they didn't look
just
good.
Repressed it. No, they really against the Tigers who haven't won a game all year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's going to light a fire under them, but if we play to our potential, I mean, we're going to win this game by 30. Like, I don't think the Titans are going to have an answer for us if we get on top early.
So we're playing Saturday, 7:35, and that's at the Titans' home ground. So, like you said, that might bring them back into it a little bit. But I don't know. Like you keep going. After the Melbourne game, we were saying, "Oh, what if we come out flat?" But we seem to go up a gear. I can't see us coming down below the Titans' level. I mean, you know, as an Eels fan, we all know that we have the potential to lose any game. We do find ways to lose games that we should absolutely dominate. I mean, we're playing the Tigers the week after. You know, we'll probably find a way to lose that, knowing us. So,
no way. That's the Easter Monday game. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, me too. So I shouldn't be a Debbie Downer.
That's always the big one. No, I think, you know, the Titans, obviously, they're at home. They're embarrassed. They'll want to come back. Even on our average day, we should still be better than them.
Yeah, agreed.
I just hate that we're playing them again so soon.
I hate it. I mean, why? You should not be playing the same team until you've played all the teams. I mean, it just gets boring. I mean, not boring, but I'd much rather play anyone other than the Titans at the moment. I'm just giving a team that we haven't played yet. Playing Manly would be good now with Turbo out. So give us Manly or something. I don't know. Like
give us the Dogs. Give us the Dogs. Give us Manly. Give us the Tigers. I mean, we're getting the Tigers. Give us Newcastle. Give us someone else.
Newcastle would be good. Surely the Dogs bounce back after that embarrassment. I don't know.
That's a very get that up you Josh Adokar performance from the Storm, wasn't it?
Yeah, did you see that meme? I think I sent it to you with him grabbing at Xavier Coates' jersey, and someone said, "Give me back my jersey." It's like he had him by the scruff of the neck like this, and he was like pulling, and they said, "Give me back my jersey." He's like, I think he'd like to get that winger jersey back at the moment, like after getting touched up like that. But that's you roll the dice with this. I mean, he got sold the dream and saying that, the Bulldogs are going to be this fantastic team, and Reid got sold the dream as well.
Yeah, well, good luck to the kid, but as an Eels fan, we're born and raised to hate the Bulldogs. So,
yes, I don't think I could hate Reid, even even with him wearing a Bulldog jersey. You can't.
I'll never hate Reid Marnie. I don't think I'll ever hate Reid Marnie.
I don't think you can, unless he scores to try to win the grand final for the Bulldogs against us. Like then there might be a little bit of a little bit of hate thrown his way.
I'll hate him for a night, and then I'll be like, okay, I forgive you. Sorry, come back. Please come back. Josh Hodgson is a terrible hooker. Please come home.
Well, I don't know what we're doing with him. I mean, I don't know if we're still playing him or whether the goal is to get someone new. Who's the Bulldogs hooker? I think they were talking about us going after the Bulldogs hooker because
isn't that Marshall King?
Yeah, it is. So there was
Jeremy Marshall King.
There's no rumors or anything. People were just talking it up, saying, "Well, they've got Reid coming in, so he's not going to be playing hooker there, and he's quite a good hooker. So maybe we try and snitch him back."
He's more dynamic than dodgy knees Hodgson, I guess. I mean,
I like Hodgson.
Josh Hodgson now.
The knees.
It's not 2019 anymore, man. Like we can't. No. He's probably no more dynamic now than Mitch Rain.
It's on par. It's the exact same. Yeah, I mean, it's the same player. I've always been a fan of Mitch Rain. Yeah, I've always been a fan of him. He's a good player, but we need something a bit better than good. When you got someone, Harry Grant level running around, and you got to have a good hooker to win these games.
It's not like we've got a prodigal talent coming through the junior ranks either. Like I just don't know what or who we're going to replace Reid with. It might be Josh Hodgson, to begin with, but
what happens when he gets injured? I mean, then Mitch.
Yeah, we need something more than just him. Yeah, we really don't have a backup option.
By Joey Lussick back. Joey was doing quite well for us while he was out.
Yeah, where's he? England?
He's in England, yeah. He's gone overseas. So
we can get him back cheap.
I don't know about cheap. They get paid pretty well to go over there. So we can get him cheap if he's going to come back home. But I don't know. We'll have a look. Yeah. All right, mate. Might leave it there. Saturday. It's a Saturday night game, isn't it? 7:30.
7:30. Yes.
Yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, another win, and I'll see you in person. You're going to come down for the finals, mate. Well, hopefully we'll have some finals games.
Yeah, well, hopefully we get a home semi at Bankwest. I was here. I mean, I was fortunate enough to have a home semi at Parramatta home semi here in my town last year, but it
didn't go too well.
30. It went as well as, I'm still, even now, not disappointed with the effort.
Yeah.
To think that we were just as good as the eventual premiers. So, but hopefully with 30,000 at Bankwest or at Combank or Parramatta Stadium or Cumberland Oval.
Yeah. It's not exactly Cumberland Oval. It's kind of off to the side, but
whatever we want to call it. that would be one hell of an experience. So I might pencil that one in. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but a home semi-final would be nice.
No, we wouldn't do that, would we? No, never. We get
Not
the was it the 2022 Premier's
tattoo.
tattoo? Yeah. Let's hold off just a little bit longer, but I will get one if we win it. I'll definitely get the.
I got tagged in that by about 3 different mates, and I told them the same matches. Like, I'll get one when we win one.
When we win
beforehand.
100%, man. We'll go together.
Yeah. Absolutely. We'll tee it up.
All right. It's fingers crossed, mate.
Fingers crossed.
All right, champion. And until next week, go the Eels, baby.
Go the Eels.